Hello everyone. With soaring temperatures, I know it would be very difficult for any one of you to study. But as it is exams time. First boards and then entrance to various institutes. So when I'm talking about entrances to the other institutes, today we'll pay specific attention to law. जहाँ हम law की बात करते हैं, so the exams that we talk about are CLAT in particular and LSAT. So let's start with CLAT first. कि CLAT है क्या and what is the format of the question paper. So CLAT is basically an entrance for admission to law universities. There are 22 law universities which you can find in almost every state, the national law universities which accept CLAT. So when you appear for CLAT, you'll find that there are 150 questions in all, and the paper is again of 150 with negative marking. So if you are answering any question that is incorrect, 0.25 marks would be negatively marked. When we talk about CLAT, and we've already discussed about the national law universities, the question format of these papers depends mostly on 4 segments. The 4 segments can be taken as the reasoning part, that is the logical reasoning or the analytical reasoning. Then you can talk about GK, which can include current affairs. Then general awareness can be a part of it. So when we are talking about the current affairs, it is always better to look for the past 6 months of activities or the headlines which have gone through. You will be pretty comfortable in attempting the current affairs paper. Then we can talk about English. English, somewhere, yes, you might find grammar portion, but at the most it is the comprehension skills. So the more you read, the more you'll be comfortable in attempting that paper, because it talks about your reasoning skills and it also talks about your problem solving skills. Then the 4th part is the legal reasoning. So no matter you're in 12th standard, how good are your analytical, how good are your problem solving skills, it would be tested in the paper. So apart from CLAT, there are other universities. These are the private universities and other different universities which run the law course. So from, if I have to talk about 70 to 80% of law universities apart from the NLUs, then they accept LSAT. Now about LSAT, again, the question paper is mostly based on those 4 segments which talk about your reasoning skills, which talk about your quantitative aptitude, numerical aptitude. English is a must, and so I urge you, or I request everyone who is preparing for law, please do improve upon your English reading skills. The more you read, the more you will be better, the better you will be performing in your law examinations. And then your current affairs or GK. So that is a part and parcel of mostly all the law papers. Apart from LSAT, then some universities are there which organize their own private papers. Like if I have to talk about Christ University has its own entrance exam called as QLE. Then if I have to talk about Karnataka University, they have another paper which is called as KLE, KLEE. Then Maharashtra University, in Maharashtra they have MH-SET. Many of the universities in Maharashtra and Pune, in Mumbai and Pune, they accept MH-CET, like the ILU and the GLU. So they do accept these ones. As you already decided on appearing in law examination, which is going to happen on 19th of June. So mostly this paper happened on 2nd of May I think this year the date has changed to 19th of June. So when you're preparing for law examinations, the skills basically that are needed to become a lawyer are, first of all, the communication skills. Communication skills today is the top trending skill which is required in almost every job. So apart from communication skills, your interpersonal skills should be good. Then you should have the reasoning capabilities. Then you should be, able to judge things. And then you should have the creative perspective. And then leadership skills. Though I'm speaking it at the last, but as it is said, last but not the least. So apart from these skills, which is a part and parcel of becoming a lawyer, the other important skills that you can actually have a look on are your research abilities. Because if you're able to do more of research, you'll be able to judge the things properly, you'll be able to have your own perspective, your own viewpoint of the cases or the matters that you'll be talking about. Then, when we talk about law, we normally think of few fields which are, solely limited to law. Like we talk about the criminal law, we talk about corporate law, we talk about, the other forms of law like the environment law and aviation law. So there are different fields to law. But these days, there are other forms of law, other fields of law that have emerged. And you can definitely have a look at these fields also, like the intellectual property rights. So intellectual property law is basically talking, it saves you from getting your brain work being stolen by others. So patents, copyrights, they all fall under the intellectual property rights, and so the need of the lawyer. Then you have charity law. So if you have the people who are managing the charities, the funds, the flow of funds from here to the other place, and let's say it's a merger and an acquisition, or if you have to talk about inheritance, so that also comes under charity law. Then there is space law. Then we can talk about the election law. So there are different segments which have come up in law as well. And you can, according to your passion, according to your interest, you can pick any one of these. So this is all about CLAT, LSAT, or the other private university examinations. If you want to know more about these entrance examinations to law or any other field, do not stop yourself. Just email and I'll make sure to answer you. Thank you.